I am talking to you. I'm sorry, but if you can't let go of the things you waste money on, you're heading toward financial ruin in this impending depression. It's important to wake up and adopt a frugal mindset. Make smart choices about what you prioritize and cut back on any unnecessary expenses to protect your future. The economic climate is uncertain, so it's crucial to build up your financial resilience. By taking control of your finances now, you can avoid being overwhelmed by future challenges. Your actions today will have a direct impact on your financial stability in the future, so don't miss out on this opportunity to embrace frugality and secure your financial well-being. In today's world, we are heavily focused on buying things we need or want, whether necessary or not. It's worth taking a cue from legendary investor Warren Buffett, who, when he had his first child, transformed a dresser into a crib instead of buying a new one. When his second child arrived, he borrowed a crib from a friend. The lesson here is to question whether it's really necessary to buy something new. Before making a purchase, think about repurposing items you already have at home. If that's not an option, consider borrowing or renting the item you need instead of immediately buying it. Let's discuss smoking, a harmful habit that has two major downsides. Firstly, it poses serious health risks, and secondly, it can be very expensive. Despite living in a time when smoking was common, Warren Buffett never succumbed to this vice. The main issue is that smoking is not enjoyable and often becomes a habit, leading to consuming many packs each month. With each pack costing around $12, it's easy to spend hundreds each month. Quitting smoking is challenging, but the benefits of improved health and financial stability are worth it. Take it slowly and stay committed, even if you experience setbacks. Delicious treats like chocolate, potato chips, cookies, and candies, commonly known as junk food, are appealing not only to children but also to adults. Warren Buffett's frequent visits to McDonald's fall under the category of junk food consumption. However, there is a crucial difference. Buffett includes McDonald's as his main meal of the day, while many people consume junk food in addition to their regular meals. It is essential to find a balance. There is no need to deny oneself an occasional treat, such as a bite of chocolate or a bowl of chips. However, it is crucial to exercise caution to ensure that such treats remain occasional rewards. During a busy work week, it's important to treat yourself while still being financially responsible occasionally. You are responsible for both spending and building wealth, so it's crucial to manage your finances and focus on personal growth. As Warren Buffett has said, the best investment you can make is in yourself. Gaining knowledge allows you to achieve more and make smart savings decisions. For example, reading investment and personal finance books or subscribing to our educational YouTube channels can provide a deeper understanding of financial independence. Gambling activities like buying lottery tickets, scratch cards, or playing real money poker with friends can be risky. While the prospect of winning large sums of money may seem tempting, it can quickly become a financial trap that could lead to dire consequences like bankruptcy. If you enjoy gambling excitement, it's important to set limits by allocating a specific amount of money for this activity. It's common to be tempted to spend too much money dining out after a long day, especially since cooking can feel like much work. But it's important to remember that the convenience and service at restaurants come at a cost. You could end up paying $18 for a meal that you could easily make at home for only $6. Saving just $12 daily can make a big difference in your monthly budget. Even if you're short on time, you can find easy recipes that can be cooked with appliances like a slow cooker or pressure cooker to make things easier and more affordable. Consumers may feel overwhelmed by the vast selection of personal products, such as perfumes, makeup, skincare, and shaving necessities. It's interesting to note that despite his age, Warren Buffett doesn't purchase any personal products. Suppose monthly financial difficulties arise and personal products make up many expenses. In that case, it's a good idea to reevaluate your choices and eliminate unnecessary products without sacrificing desired results. Even reducing spending by as little as $30 can have significant benefits. Wouldn't you appreciate an extra $30 each month? One way to reduce costs is by canceling unused subscriptions. Nowadays, several television networks have shifted to streaming services, and there are many platforms to choose from, such as Netflix, Apple TV+, Disney+, etc. To make sure you're utilizing your subscriptions efficiently, it's best to avoid automatic renewals and instead opt for manual payments. This way, you can consciously select the subscriptions that you genuinely use. It's also helpful to reflect on how often you engage with a particular streaming service every week, as this can help you identify subscriptions that you rarely or never use. At the beginning of each new year, many people make resolutions to prioritize their health and exercise. However, it's unfortunate that individuals often buy gym memberships with good intentions but give up on their commitment quickly. We understand that it can be challenging to maintain a consistent exercise routine, especially when you have a busy lifestyle. If you have a gym membership that you're not using, it's recommended to cancel it as soon as possible. For those considering a gym membership but aren't sure about their dedication, starting with free activities such as walking, hiking, or cycling can be a practical way to begin. Many people are drawn to driving a brand new car, but it has a price tag. Leasing a new car means making monthly payments for something that loses value over time, which may not be the wisest financial decision. Instead, it's worth considering the benefits of purchasing a used car, which can be just as functional and cost significantly less. Even Warren Buffett, known for his financial savvy, prefers to drive used cars. So, it's worth weighing the options before committing to a new car lease. It's important to address overspending on clothing. Did you know that Warren Buffett buys his suits from a seamstress? Many people may not know about this, but this fact highlights Buffett's belief that clothing should serve a practical purpose. As long as you feel and look good, there's no need for extravagant spending. There are 2 ways to combat excessive spending on clothes. One option is to avoid branded clothing and choose stores that provide stylish fashion at reasonable prices. Another alternative is to rent clothes for special events, especially if you prefer designer brands. Technology is advancing rapidly and many people are tempted to buy new gadgets and devices constantly. However, it's important to be mindful of your spending and only upgrade when necessary. For instance, a quick search on Google shows that the new MacBook Air costs well over $1,200. If you were to upgrade every year, the total cost would quickly add up. Instead, imagine what you could do with an extra $1,200 yearly by being more selective with your purchases. Enjoying drinks while socializing at bars or restaurants can be a fun experience, but it can also quickly become expensive, sometimes costing over $100 in a single night. Interestingly, Warren Buffett chooses not to drink alcohol. Prices at bars and restaurants are typically 3 to 4 times higher than store prices due to overhead costs. To avoid overspending on drinks, one can either have a few drinks at home before going out or make a budget and cut back on other expenses to accommodate this indulgence.
Everything is cumulative. The stuff I learned when I was 20 is useful today. Not necessarily the same way and not necessarily every day, but it's useful. So you're building a database in your mind that is going to pay off over time. But you have to have a little money to work with. So there's nothing like getting a few dollars ahead. Stay away from credit cards, and you can have a lot of fun if your mind goes along that track as you get older.
Let's talk about credit card debt. It's important to remember that when you use a credit card, you're actually borrowing money that you have to pay back plus interest. For example, if you buy a laptop for $1,000 with your credit card but don't pay it off right away, the interest charges can add up and make the total cost of the couch more than $1,000. To avoid this, you can use aggressive debt repayment methods like the debt snowball method. The debt snowball method is a strategy for reducing debt. It involves paying off debts in order from smallest to largest, which helps to build momentum as each balance is eliminated. Once the smallest debt is fully paid, you can then roll the minimum payment you were making on that debt into the next smallest debt payment. If you're already debt-free, it's best only to use your credit card when you're confident that you can pay off the balance in full. Following Warren Buffett's advice, it's a good idea to limit your credit card usage. To sum up, being mindful of how we spend our money can greatly improve our financial situation. We can achieve this by rethinking our unnecessary purchases, avoiding habits that are both unhealthy and costly, reviewing our subscription services, reconsidering our personal product choices, canceling any memberships that we don't use, choosing used cars over new ones, refraining from spending extravagantly on clothing, being cautious about buying new gadgets, monitoring our alcohol expenses, and being responsible with our credit card debt. It is important to note that being financially responsible does not mean we have to deprive ourselves, but rather it is a strategic way to ensure a brighter future.